Alright. I have actually kind of like, almost as a joke, played the Metroid Prime 2 multiplayer with, you know, myself, just to get a sense what it played like, because I used to have more than one Wiimote nunchuck combo. I don't even know why I bother telling you that. I mean, I couldn't possibly play it online. I'd have to have another person in the room with me. But I mean, as far as multiplayer stuff goes, it seemed like it was pretty fun. There's Samus. Each game gets its own little loading screen. Hold on. Maybe I need to turn that down in Streamlabs a little.
2 whole years. This is now longer a partnership than I've had friendships with more people. Carl smile, but in that time I've made an incredible friend as well. So here's to many more years. Also happy early birthday Vegeta 2 love cheer 250.
Thank you so much, man. I need to turn that down too. Alright, note to self. Head to Streamlabs at some point today and maybe lower the volume a bit. Alright. Thank you ever so much. And by the way, the GIF you just saw there is actually from Metroid Prime 2, the game we're currently playing, so that's kind of cool. As much as I enjoy our wacky banter, words like that really do touch me, and I just want you to know that's really, really sweet of you to say, and I couldn't be happier to have you along with the ride. Rogue planet. In other words, it doesn't have a star. You might remember that our landing in the first game was in a turbulent, rainy setting. Wait till you see this landing. The thrusters still work. Woo! More importantly, so does Samus's body. This one was also originally on GameCube. I say that because the models are slightly different. Oh, crap nuggets. I'm not actually touching the controller. Okay. Yeah. All you kids who complain about Joy-Con drift, it ain't new. Vessel register to Samus Aran. Your ship has been damaged. Auto repair function initiated. You can return to your ship to recharge energy, reload weapons, and save progress in the game. Don't worry, you don't actually have to do anything. Yeah, almost like it's a fruit or something. Oh, sorry, random critters. I'm using the fruit as a bomb. Okay, so we gotta go down to this spooky green smoke area. Nothing sets a mood like a Metroid game, I'm telling you. Oh, the Galactic Federation have been here. Well, I mean, that's exactly what the story said. We want to see how they're doing. They're known for their complex lock systems, but you can just blow them up. That's fine. Pesticide. Well, it certainly looks like there's some strange critters around here. Alright. There's some big ones, which require charge beam. Or missiles. Splinter. Maintain suit lockdown for... Wait. That's not even a thing in this game. Really? A gate is actually important enough to go into the logbook? And that's a Galactic Federation Mark 6. It's very important, apparently. This gate is used with armored security locks. The locks must be neutralized for the gate to operate. The gate is durable, resistant to all but the most potent explosives. Yeah. Always default to the scanning visor when you don't know where you are. And we move on. Still setting a mood here, huh? There's another splinter. So, our Galactic Federation buddies are acting a little out of character, eh? Ah, resourceful. For whatever reason, I think this game is slightly quieter than Prime 1 and Prime 3. Schematics of the average Galactic Federation suit. Remember, Samus' suit is special because it's made of Chozo materials. Or the Chozo designed it for her, rather. I need to redo those sub-badges. They just... The early ones, they just don't look very good. I told myself that I wouldn't be bothered by it because like they should look a little bit lesser because they're for lesser substreaks, but I mean, you deserve better because I mean, 2 years sub to me is still a really big deal. Casualty report: Sector A, 3 troopers lost. They were unable to open Gate A1 when the gas trap was engaged and could not escape to safety. Lock malfunction is to blame. Communication system offline. Analysis indicates wiring damage in 3 crucial areas. Local hostiles are likely source of damage. Unable to repair system. Right, I forgot about that. Security gate report. All gates remain intact. Several gates have taken considerable damage from hostile forces. Repeated assaults may lead to a gate breach in chambers A and C. Wait, where are we now? Oh, this is A. Ventilation system conversion complete. Dispensing of pesticide has commenced. Pesticide is proving effective. Hostile forces decreasing in number, though still at critical levels. By now I'm sure you can put 2 and 2 together and figure out that the hostiles are the splinters that we've been seeing. Well, that's sobering. I'm trying to scan the creature. Worker Splinter. Drone of the Splinter Hive. Low threat target. Generates webbing for use in its duties. If you want to learn more, you can press 2. The Worker Splinter is bred for service, not combat. It spends its time collecting foodstuffs and raw material for the hive. A layer of mucus helps to protect the creature from the toxins and chemicals it often works with. They can generate a sturdy, pliable webbing useful in travel throughout the hive. Now, for the sake of this stream not being, like, too incredibly, long or drawn out, I'm only going to read the short version of them. "30 individual attackers." Extremely high levels of an unknown toxin. That unknown toxin will soon become very known to us. If I know my Metroid. And I do. I've played this game before. Oh, we got lore. There's something wrong with the lock systems in this section. They failed twice, locking us out until someone came along to let us in. If it happens again while we're playing bait for those things, well, at least we'll go out fighting instead of hiding in the control area. Orb. We already have the orb. Oh. Oh, look at that. Thanks for the little hint. Oh, we even have bombs and boost ball and everything. God, this area is disgusting, isn't it? More splinters. Oh, they could be punched to death, apparently. Okay, well, we're not going to be able to do that. We can scan this, though. Bombs! Yeah, we don't need... We don't need to know anything more about that. That's pretty self-explanatory. There we go. Yep. We're fighting zombies now. Deceased Galactic Federation soldiers. Oh. Oh, good for you. Engineering status log D. Senge reporting. I think that's the same guy who just scanned the story info from. I've installed one of the ship's reserve power cells here. It's holding so far, but too much activity could knock it offline. I hope we don't come to that. Aww. Well, the music hasn't gone away, so I'm guessing there's more here. Oh, those don't qualify as logbook entries, I see. Prime 2 introduced a 50 ball. You know, Prime 1 only had 10, 20, and 100. In this game we have 50s in addition to those. Actually, I think the 20 got upgraded to 30 as well. Security breach. Multiple areas. All units to full alert. Command and control center compromised. Repel invading hostiles at all costs. All units cleared to engage. Enemy movement analysis complete. Attempts to block enemy access have been in vain. Enemy units have bypassed our gates and shields by burrowing through the earth nearby. Why do they still call it Earth when it's not actually, you know, on Earth? Oh, here's another trooper log. Reeves. I don't like this plan. This hive is a small portion of a larger network. There may be dozens of hive systems like this across the planet, and they may all be linked. Destroying this one may buy us some time, but it may also provoke the other hives into attacking. Well, he certainly knows his way around a Metroid game. Oh. Still another one in there. It's not safe yet? I believe that's a save point. Not that I'm hankering for a save point this early, I want to scan one before I forget to later. Oh, I haven't even scanned the door yet. There's another difference between Prime 2 and Prime 1. In Prime 1, if you shot a missile at a regular door, it wouldn't open. This one, it works. Hello. Meet Dark Samus. Oh, that's a Grenchler. Ooh. This is going to take us to Dark Aether. I'll let a character later on in the game explain what's actually going on here. Phazon! And Dark Samus likes Phazon. She also likes warning shots. And destroying crystals. And these guys. That's far better of an excuse than the first Metroid Prime game as far as some of your weapons don't work anymore. In fact, the only thing you do still have left is the orb. And the Varia suit. Yeah, you can't lay a bomb there. You gotta go through this hole. But hey, that's just your motivation to come back here later. Uh-oh. Oh, you got Charge Beam. No, this is the save point I was talking about earlier. No, it's not. That's the save point. And it's not even scannable. I mean, it is, but it's not part of the logbook. Okay, well, that that counts as an L. Was that really worth a dun 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 dun? Oh, there's that wall that we saw earlier that we can't translate. So yeah, like, just beyond this and to the left is exactly where we came. Or exactly where we jumped down. Just beyond that and to the right is where we came from. Man, those locks suck. Just one little regular bullet can take him down. Okay. Green Crawly. An omnivorous hunter-gatherer. Simple-minded creature patrols turf in search of nourishment. Low threat index. Just avoid physical contact. Whee! Right, and that's the game's way of telling you you don't need to worry about that ever again. Uh-oh. Splinters. Maybe we'll let them sleep. Before we do anything, though, check out the skybox. Wait, I thought I was going to do something. It actually looks pretty clear now. It's supposed to do something, but I guess it doesn't in this particular room. Wait. Uh-oh. Splinters. I didn't even do anything. Splinters are aggressive and dangerous in numbers. Their light armor is no match for your weapons, however. I don't like the way they leap at you, though. I mentioned that, you know, a while back that I found that wasp nests in real life, if you break them and reveal their unborn young, they look an awful lot like those creatures. Oh, a Mark II bridge, as opposed to the Mark VI gate. Ah. I feel like the dun 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 should only come from snapping the locks, but that you do you. Speaking of Borderlands 4 being the only game in the universe, I honestly didn't even know it was. Oh, you see that purple, little purple tinge? That's what I was trying to alert you to. Yeah, that's the skybox we descended into. Now it's clean again. Yeah, again, we're gonna meet somebody real soon here that's gonna explain how that happened. This is some great music. Oh, blast shields are also not in the logbook. I don't have missiles at the moment. And charge beam will not get the job done. Well, I couldn't destroy the cocoon anyway because I don't have missiles. Yeah, as awesome as Samus is, just in general, these games do a great job making you feel you're up against the odds early on when there's so much stuff that you don't have. By the way, have you bought this game yet? Have you bought the Trilogy Edition on Wii? Or the remastered Metroid Prime 1 on Switch? Because you should buy it. Boop. Boop. There we go. And we can move on now. Oh, new gate. This is a Mark 7 gate. It's super important. Denzium, which is more or less the same material as Bendezium from the first game. I.e., you need power bombs. What, did you not pick up 3D All-Stars? Because I did. I didn't actually play Super Mario Galaxy on Switch, though. I didn't bother, because I have it on Wii. I only played 3D All-Stars because I'd never played Mario 64 or Mario Sunshine. Oh. Trooper log. El Brauda. We'll be making our stand here. The engineer tells me there's no way we'll get the ship's engines online, and atmospheric interference is scrambling our distress beacon. If anybody reads this, know that we did our duty and fought well. Uh-oh. You know, I could actually just not fight you guys. And just move right onto the next door. But I will. The music inspires me too. Turrets! So this one's built by the Galactic Federation rather than the Space Pirates. Growler class. Yeah, we don't have any missiles, so we can't fire a homing projectile on it, but that's okay. Yeah, okay. Whee! That was smooth. Angseth. This is ridiculous. I can outshoot half the men here, and I'm stuck on monitor duty. I didn't join up to stare at a holo screen. This wouldn't happen to Samus Aran. She'd be out there taking care of business, not pushing buttons and sending reports. What's wrong with staring at a holo screen? Why doesn't Angseth like VTubers? Angseth even sounds like a pretty good VTuber name. I would love any job that would give me a chance to just randomly watch VTubers on the dollar. Anyway, here's another important cutscene. You won't find out much about the planet here, but you will find out how the Galactic Federation troopers got in their bad way. I will be quiet. Because music! It is nice to see that they're not, you know, totally incompetent. They were able to dust off quite a few of those guys. And those weren't just splinters, those were dark splinters. The ship is called the GFS Tier. Actually, I kind of do want to hear more about this one. The On-Her class is a state-of-the-art warship designed to police and defend planetary systems. This ship, the GFS Tier, has been heavily damaged. It appears that the crew have dismantled parts of the Tier as well, possibly for use as makeshift defense systems, which we saw back down the Hive. But anyway, yes. Oh, hi. And there's your first missiles. That music reminded you of Melty Monster Galaxy. It didn't remind you of other Metroid games? Oh, I haven't indoctrinated you nearly enough. It's supposed to remind you of other Metroid games. Huh? Uh-oh. Well, here we go. Dark Splinter. The alien symbiote within the Splinter augments its strength and durability. Threat level raised. Alright, good. Yeah, if you had said that music reminded you of my singing monsters, you'd be dead to me. Oh, there's a map in here? Sometimes I forget there's a map in here. Fair. Fair. There's already a power bomb door in there. There weren't even any power bomb doors in Prime 1 at all. These chairs aren't that important either. Okay, good. Oh. Well, we get to see who was in these chairs. Yeah, that was Commander Exeter that we just heard from down there. Browda lost the bet, so he switched watch duty with me. I figure this section is nice and safe and boring, which suits me just fine. Let those other pugs guard the hot zone. Oh, hold on. Hey. Halt! No! Help! I'm just glad that their bodies are still at least somewhat well preserved so they can get a proper burial one day. Brody. Or Brode. I'm gonna go with Brody. Man, I hope that is the only breeding ground for these things. If there's more, we're in big trouble. We had a hard enough time taking that one out of commission. I almost ran out of ammo. I never run out of ammo! Wait, no, we gotta save this one for later. There's a reason. The Sarge says those splinters remind him of some killer bug he saw on another planet once. All I know is the things are fast and take a lot to drop. Pretty soon we'll have everyone go to bayonets. Everyone's low on ammo. Even Brody. And he's the stingiest grunt I know. Okay, so we have corroborating evidence that, yes, indeed, he never runs out of ammo. Wait, where's the... Could have sworn... Oh! Here we go. Last night at Chow, Angseth starts talking about some bounty hunter and how she blew up a planet full of space pirates. I told her I didn't believe in fairy tales like that, and she took it kind of personal. I just find it hard to believe that one person took out an entire space pirate base, that's all. But if she wants to believe in this Samus or Bigfoot or Santa Claus, she can. How does a fellow Galactic Federation trooper not even know that Samus is real? Obviously a rookie. Obviously. Alright, Captain Exeter. I'm beginning to think it was a real bad idea going down there. Reeves is right. That hive is just one of many. It's stupid to stir a hornet's nest, especially if you plan on sleeping under it. There's... Wait, where was the other... The reason we're saving Haley for last is because one of these guys makes a comment that Haley's losing it. Oh, that's supposed to be art, is it? Kinetic Orb Cannon! Whee! Where the heck is... I'm not scanning Haley until I scan his buddy. Oh. Hello. And I guess that's not his buddy. But at least not the one I'm thinking of. Oh, right. Oh, here's one. Dennis. I'm the only one left. I managed to get out of the hive, but when I got to the ship, everyone was gone. Dead. I'm heading for that alien building we saw earlier. Maybe someone can help me there. Wait, something's moving down there. Hello? Ah, war wasps. You remember them from the first game? Cunning? I don't know about cunning. Although this is new, they didn't have range attacks. Well, the special ones did. You know, when we fought the incinerator drone, the barbed war wasp could shoot energy at us. Where's our highs? Whee! There's some. And it won't alert any nearby ones. Okay, but just like the splinters, it's not completely destroyed yet. Oh. As in... Ooh. Now we need the kinetic orb cannon. We don't have space jump anymore. Wait, where's the... There's obviously a power cell somewhere. It's hiding, though. It's right there. Whee! This guy is actually a good person. We're about to learn a whole lot more about... Oh, get out of here. We're about to learn a lot more about those people. These are more aggressive elevators than they were in the first game. I just used the phrase aggressive elevators. Like that makes any sense. Despite the presence of local animals, target corpse has not been disturbed. This can suggest the presence of a toxic biochemical within the target. Oh, of course. The same one that's been pervasive throughout the whole planet that's turning the atmosphere purple. Yeah, that makes sense, given everything I know. Whoa! Sandbats! I know they're sandbats, but unfortunately, they're very difficult to scan. There's a save point in there, but I don't need that right now. Uh-oh. Yeah, these are cryostasis tanks. This is the Great Temple, and it certainly has the air of a significant place. And apparently we're about to be tested. That's how splinters get turned into dark splinters. Certainly not by choice or by evolution, but by active alien mutation. Ow. Ah! That's gonna hurt. In about 1 frame after I unpause here. Alpha Splinter. Splinter warpacks are dominated by the largest male. Alpha Splinters use their tremendous strength, size, and speed to subdue and kill prey, paving the way for their smaller broodlings. 15 damage. Yeah, we want to keep... Ow! I have good news for you, though. This is the only Alpha Splinter in the game. And of course, it's now a Dark Alpha Splinter. And it's being treated as a boss. Alpha male of a Darkling Warpath. Splinter Alpha males are the first to be targeted for Darkling possession. Dark Alpha Splinters grow in strength and durability, making them an even greater threat than normal. This is a lie. This actually just got super easy. They are way easier to dodge in this form than they are normally. They spit at you and then they lunge. Whoa. They're very predictable. Dead. It was an angel this whole time! Or it was hiding something. Alright, I'm going to leave you in a little bit of suspense while I take a stretch break. Alright. It is safe. But do we know what it is? Well, we're about to find out. Here's the encounter I've been hinting at. This will explain a lot. So pay attention. Do not be afraid. I am Umos, Sentinel of the Luminoth. Please listen and hear of our world's peril. Long ago, a cosmic object fell to our planet Aether, exploding with great force. A rift was torn in time and space, and a strange power flowed over the world. Where once there was one Aether, there were now two, one of light and one of shadow, each existing in its own dimension. It was the end of peace on Aether, for a new race was born that day on the Dark World, one filled with hate and terrible power. They are the Ing. The Ing are creatures of shadow and darkness, knowing nothing of peace or mercy. For decades we stood against them, yet we now lie on the verge of defeat. When Dark Aether was born, our planetary energy was divided, half for our world and half for theirs. Should one world gain control of this energy, the other will perish. Before you arrived, the Ing had stolen a device from us, one that collects planetary energy. With it, they have weakened our planet to the verge of collapse. But fortune smiled upon us this day, for the energy transfer module is now bonded to you. With it, you can help us restore our world. You're our only hope, Samus. As to why in the heck he knows her name, I could not tell you. Should we fall, the Ing will look to the stars for new planets to ravage and conquer. Your species could be their next victims. The Ing have taken our energy to 3 temples on Dark Aether. Find these temples and transfer the energy from them to our own. I have updated your map system with the location of another temple. There is knowledge there that can help you on your way. I have also updated your translator module. You can now access devices and doors coated with violet holograms. Many lands are now open to you. Prepare well for your journey. The Ing now know that you possess the energy transfer module. They will try to recover it at all costs. Return to me once you have restored the energy to a temple. I will aid you as I can. May the light of Aether shine upon you. May the way of the hero lead to the Triforce. So let's hear about the actual energy controller itself. This is a regional energy controller. It regulates planetary energy in this sector and is linked to a global energy network. Energy controls were built by the Luminoth to regulate Aether's planetary energy. Several wonders are powered by the energy controllers, including a weather control grid and a teleportation system. When Dark Aether was born, it too had energy controllers, all linked to that world's planetary energy. And they like it dark. Because it's Dark Aether. Yes. Umos, indigenous sentient species of planet Aether. Alright, let's hear more about... Alright, subject is Umos, a sentinel of the Luminoth. Scans indicate numerous beneficial abilities, including heightened reflexes, durability, psionics, whatever that is, and flight. Ability to generate and manipulate energy on par with that of the Chozo. Dating scans suggest an age of 2.15 centicycles. You mean hectocycles? Centi means 100th. Hecto means 100. Only known active member of the species. Remain Luminoth locked in protective stasis until crisis is resolved, which we saw back in the main room there. I think they meant hectocycles. Living 215 years sounds a lot more like, you know, a proper leader than a guy who's lived 4 days. It is told that the Luminoth were not born of Aether, but of the stars. In the early days, we roamed the greatness of the... Oops. For some reason, that triggered twice. Let's start again. In the early days, we roamed the greatness of the void, bathing in the glorious light of 1,000 stars. We met a vast number of enlightened minds, the Nkren, the Ila, and the Chozo among them. Each of them, we found, had claimed a home world and formed a deep bond with it. In time, we decided to do the same. Yeah, curiously enough, once you scan lore, you can't scan it again unless you open up your logbook. I don't know why they did it that way. Alright. Can't go there. Can't go there. Can go here. A creature of pure light. But it's bad. Unfortunately, we don't have the dark beam yet. Is that important? No. It's not even as important as a Galactic Federation, as modifications on a Galactic Federation gate system. might be wondering, wait, back to the temple grounds. I thought we were going to Aegon Wastes. I don't know. They're all direct... All of the places out here are directly connected to the temple grounds. It's just, in order to get to Aegon Wastes, this is where we go on the right path towards it. Let this gateway forever protect our sacred temple. May you find enlightenment and peace. Well, so much for forever protecting the temple. Oh dear. This is now a permanent thing, by the way. You won't be fighting regular splinters ever again. They'll all be dark splinters. It's a pill! You know what that means. E. Can't actually access that. I'm more preoccupied with the trooper logs. Like, whose am I missing? Aha, see, this is where we were supposed to go. Beyond this door, the path to the Aegon Wastes lies. Once fertile plains, now sands scorched and ruined by war. May life thrive there again one day. So yes, just like Metroid Prime 1, this is a planet that once was really, really nice, and it came to ruin once a strange object from outer space slammed into it and caused a massive pestilence. Thank you, TV, for actually informing me that the Wi-Fi was not connected. I appreciate that. I've never seen that before. That must have been one of the new features that it was trying to update. But, great. Oh, and my face cam's all frozen and everything. Oh, because I need the Wi-Fi in order to connect to the phone. Yeah, I'm going to stop the recording until it comes back. Alright, YouTube audience. Good news. The internet is back, and so is my face. Bad news is chat will not be displaying on screen anymore for some reason. Even after reconnecting to Streamlabs and pressing the refresh cache of current page, which usually works. The bit jar is still here. If that's still working fine, why isn't... I don't know. Yeah, even more than usual. Anyway, here's a dead Luminoth's lore that he's leaving behind. Final entry. Warrior Japham. I have no idea how I'm supposed to pronounce that. Their army swells. Beasts and rogue machines join the ranks of the Horde, all eager to bring death to the Luminoth. The Ings sent these new additions to the industrial site to do battle with me, while they watched from safety. Cowardly mongrels! My only regret in death is that I did not live to see the day of their defeat. May it come soon. So yes, notice that was under the Keybearer lore. That right there is your hint that in this room, in the Dark World, there's a key to the final boss. Much like there was in game number 1 with the Chozo artifacts. That system is back here. There's 9 of them this time, not 12. Oh, and guess what? It's possible to actually jump off the face of the planet. I got full health right now, okay? You want to see the punishment you get from falling off the face of the earth? Or face of the aether? Ah! 10. You lose 10 health. Our search for a home took us through the cosmos. For many a great cycle we roamed, yet a place to call our own eluded us. In time we began to despair, feeling the search was in vain. We considered remaining among the stars until a scout returned with news of a world unlike any other. When we beheld Aether for the first time, so great was her beauty that we forsook the stars forever to live upon her surface. From that day forth, the Luminoth were of Aether, our blessed paradise. I'm going to assume that Aether didn't look like this back in the day. Anyway, Aegon Wastes is the desert level. Photosynthetic flying insectoid. Relatively harmless in shadows, powerful and invisible in the light. Another dead Luminoth. So that's correct. Deca cycles. Rather than Deci cycles. Grass is also important. Wow. Photosynthesis alone can sustain some of these plants. I think the game's trying to tell us something. Aha! I finally got you, you stupid sandbats. Oops. Worm! A sand digger. I wonder what it likes to do for its spare time. By the way, Nukem, you don't strike me as the squeamish type, but prepare yourself anyway. Yeah, that's kind of violent. It's probably the first save point that's worth bothering. You know, just in case I lose power in addition to internet, may as well make sure I don't have to go back to the beginning. With my luck, that is very possible. I try to avoid engaging these guys. That was just internet. What? It is? Yeah, I lost internet for a couple minutes. And I didn't even do anything. It's just, they've got minds of their own. Always have, always will. Aegon Bearer Pod. Brimstone is the material that we saw in Metroid Prime 1. And sure enough, it can be thrown with missiles. Scan that without... Ah, no, I can't really. Yeah, I don't have orange. Scanning privileges unlocked yet. Luminoff Sonic Security System. That is something we won't be getting for a long time. Yep, that is indeed a warning. That is what the main boss of this area looks like. I hope you like all these worms, because we aren't nearly done with them yet. Uh-oh. You remember this music, I'm sure. And the scan kind of gives it away in case you didn't. They're back! They've gone from sentient, aggressor species to starfaring brigand. The space pirates suffered a serious defeat at Talon 4, yet they remain a powerful force for crime and disorder in the galaxy. Their technology continues to advance. Even the lowly trooper has received numerous upgrades to his arsenal. A photonic power scythe and quantum assault cannon are now standard issue weapons for all troopers. There's a good profile of them. The defeat that they referred to, you know, the defeat of the space pirates on their home base is Metroid 1, aka Zero Mission, with planet Zebes serving as their home base. A Brizgy. Fused sand, huh? Oh, I will be foolish. Mostly because I'm completely ignoring this space pirate guy. Ignoring a space pirate currently shooting at you is pretty foolish. Life lessons with Vegeta Fan 3. AKA the number 12. This tree is scannable, but only in weird, specific regions. Wait, this is the door I need to go to, I think? Kinetic Orb Cannon. Before we go any further, let's just sneak our way through here. Missiles! Oop. I couldn't sneak my way through it on the way back. That's okay. I think I might be here just a touch earlier than I want to be. Yeah. Pretty sure I need bombs for this area. Alright, the Brizgy can live this time. Wait, what? I don't ever remember there being war wasps in this room. Wait, there's no knockback? Okay, sweet. We're good then. Statue. Deacher, the child hero of Aegon. Once a lowly acolyte squire, he became a warrior when the temple was attacked. All warriors but Teacher were slain, leaving the boy as a sole defender of the temple. He served Aegon for nearly a hecto-cycle before being lost in battle on Dark Aether. Uh-oh. Yeah, this is what I wanted. I just randomly got the hankering for a Sprite. I don't know why. Like, specifically a Sprite. Not a 7-up. Ah! Shriek bats! The game consider these large flyers? Flying rodents? Are bats rodents? Now I have to look that up. Are bats rodents? Bats are not rodents, according to Copilot. Despite some similarities in appearance, bats belong to the order Chiroptera, while rodents belong to the order Rodentia. Bats are often mistakenly referred to as flying rodents, but they are not related to mice or rats at all. Thank you, Copilot, and you all learned something today. Congratulations. Shriek bats have high internal temperatures, leading them to seek cool climates to dwell in. Hey, me too, man. They prefer caverns, roosting on ceilings while hunting for small prey. Fiercely territorial, they dive on anything that wanders near. Okay, now we're not so similar. This attack is fatal for the Shriek bat as the impact sets up a discharge of thermal energy. And we don't have thermal visor in this game. Really? You're just gonna let me pick them off one by one? They're so territorial, they just kill themselves if anything comes near. That's pretty territorial. Okay, this is the Aegon Temple. This is where we need to be first. Oh, I guess because I kind of screwed up the routing. I should have known better. Alright. Wow, it's kind of quiet in this very important area. I expected there to be a little more resistance. Uh-oh. Ah! Big worm! It's an alpha sand digger. Again, I wonder what it does for a living. Large tunneling bioform. Extremely well armored. Target exposed eyes to damage this creature. This appears to be a sand digger pack leader, larger and stronger than the normal members of its kind. Target both of its heads to damage it. That's short enough. Ah! Pincers! Boy, you don't get a lot of time to scan it, do you? Ha! So naturally, now that the Alpha Sand Digger has been possessed by Darklings, it is now called the Bomb Guardian. Because it can lay bombs. Yeah. Enemies utilizing your Morph Ball Bomb unit. Although its armor is strong, its tail is exposed when moving. Its mouth can be hit when glowing. Yeah, don't worry. This boss doesn't actually play any differently than the regular enemies. Ah! Nice little bomb spread attack. Boom! You only do 5 damage, it's not that big a deal. Whoa, that might be a big deal. Woo, nice. Worm! Dead. Oof! Dead worm. It is 30. It used to be 20. Anyway, as you may have expected. Boom. Telluric alloy. Even though we're not on Talon 4 anymore. Cool, we got screw attack. Oh. And as before, we can also use Spring Ball. Whee! If you trust Wii Motion Plus, you'll realize that it actually... Oops. It actually recognizes vertical motion pretty well in this game. Whoop! And here is the energy controller of the area. Yeah, hard to get solar energy when the... First of all, it's a rogue planet, and second of all... the whole air has been blocked out by the aroma of dark aether. Ah, welcome back. I just beat another big worm. A big worm. This symbol here is very Star Trek. I just want to appreciate that. Welcome. I am Aisha, Sentinel of the Aegon Temple. This message survives my death as guidance to one who would fight the Ing. A portal to dark aether lies nearby. With it, you can travel to this land's shadow. You must locate a dark temple, a twisted mockery of this sacred place. Inside you will find the energy controller you seek. The temple door is held fast by 3 locks. The keys for the locks are hidden throughout that dark land. Your search will be difficult. Even the very air of dark aether is dangerous and can cripple the strongest of warriors. In our past struggles with the Ings, we placed a series of light crystals throughout their world. They remain today. These crystals create safe areas that will protect you from the harmful atmosphere of the dark world. I have updated your translator module. You can access devices and doors coated with amber holograms. More lands are open to explore. How did he do that when he's dead? I don't know. When you have taken the energy from the Dark Temple, return here at once. May the light of Aether serve you well. How did he update my translator module from beyond the grave? I would love to know that. I do not have an explanation for you. Go from big worm to big wasp. Wait, are they considered large? No, they're considered... I mean, they're about the same size as a shriek bat. I don't know why shriek bats are considered large. Alright, now we go back to where we were before. Whoa! Thankfully, it doesn't actually do anything. Could go there, but we don't need to right now, I think. What? Pirate. Poof. Alright, so these are regular troopers. And now they're going to become Dark Pirate Troopers, because why not? They tried to attack it, so just so you know, the dark energy is not their idea. They're categorized as Darkling Off-World. I'm sure you probably could guess that every Darkling dislikes bright light. And we will have a way to bring that to them eventually. Actually, not too long from now. Pirate troopers, already trained to follow orders without question, were perfect candidates for Ing possession. Darklings moved to take every trooper they could, expanding the army of the Horde considerably. Space pirate technology struck a chord with the Ings, who now hunt actively for gadgetry of any kind, especially weapon systems. Yes, Ings must be stopped. It's always fun when the final blow against a space pirate is a missile and it just sends him flying. It should be clear but at this point that the space pirates are not our main threat this time around. That would be the Ings. The main energy controller was built on the Great Temple. 3 sub-controllers were built in the temples of Torvis, Aegon, and Sanctuary. They collected the energy of Aether, then radiated it over the world to all who needed it. In time, we came to call this precious energy the Light of Aether. It brought an age of peace and prosperity to the Luminoth. Don't worry, we won't have to do this very often. This is just to get a nice little puzzle going for you. To make sure you're serious about going to Dark Aether. Snad. Telluric alloy? Yep. Congratulations, DRN. More insects. Oh. I suck. There's an enemy I want to scan because this guy is actually a real creature. Well, wasps are also real creatures, but thankfully real wasps can't shoot blue goo out of their stingers. At least not yet. But you know what else Planet Aether has for it? Pillbugs! Yeah! AKA roly-polies. Yeah, they are exclusively placed in tunnels where where you use your morphing ball because the bombs are how you defeat it. Okay, that can happen apparently. I did not mean to do that. Although I may as well have. Wait, sunlight? Wait a minute. I thought this was a rogue planet. There can't be sunlight if it's a rogue planet. Rogue planet means it's just floating out in the cosmos without a star. Oh, they put me on top of here anyway, even though I fell off. That was not intentional, although that is totally what a TAS would do. Yeah, that's a thing that can happen. Some gadgets are actually split in, you know, in terms of, like, which side of the world they're on. Alright, we're about to go to the Dark World. But before I do, time for another stretch break. Where hopefully the robots don't collapse again. Okay, let's do this. Sure looks like an appetizing endeavor. You know, they mentioned that there are light crystals on the surface of Dark Aether that still stand. I'm assuming he couldn't have known because he's dead. He doesn't realize that Dark Samus is capable of just blasting them to oblivion. Thankfully, we won't be running into Dark Samus too often. She can feel it in her hand. Not even in her head, just the hand feels. Oh my. You sure it wasn't a really, really loud motorcycle? Bleed pod. That's right, Ings have storage containers as well. And yes, they're composed of raw Ing flesh. Because, yeah, this game's kind of dark. I'm not gonna lie, this game's kind of dark. Raw Ing flesh, they chose to do this to themselves. Pretty self-explanatory here. Light beacons are temporary. And there's that device we saw earlier that's only halfway existing. It only exists on the Dark World. You see, it's been activated on both worlds. It's just that I can only use it on the Dark World. Ings. These aren't that big of a threat. So there's actually a class system for Ings. Kind of funny to think about that. Inglets can fire bursts of dark matter in self-defense, though they prefer to avoid battle. They seldom travel alone and can be dangerous in large numbers. As with all Ings, they dislike bright light and will avoid it if possible. What does your radar say? You notice, of course, that not only do these Luminoth crystals protect you, they actually replenish you. Oh, hey, look, a save point. It's the same save point as there is in the light world. Night Barb. Interesting. I may have experienced something like that back in San Diego. Where like the sky was looking a little scary, but there was no precipitation, and then all of a sudden one big thunderclap, and then 5 minutes of super intense hail. Oh, microburst. Yeah, that's a thing, too. No sand diggers here. Your health fades fast. And I'm going the wrong way, aren't I? Uh-oh. It's a warrior ing. Shape-shifting wall crawler. Ugh. Warrior ings are challenging foes. They can render themselves into an amorphous puddle and move over most terrain, including walls. Warrior ings can turn their bodies into deadly projectiles sheathed in dark energy. And also storage containers. The tips of their legs are razor sharp, making them formidable in melee. Finally, warrior ings are capable of channeling transdimensional energy and firing it at their enemies. Their only real weakness is bright, pure light, which they hate and fear. This will give you a good view of these guys, too. It's only 4 legs, although it kind of looks like more, huh? It's because of the jointed appendages. So yes, these are the main threats of the entire game. There's your transdimensional energy. And like they sort of resemble spiders, even though they've got half the legs that they need to qualify as a spider. Light generating forager. And they are little mechanoids created by the Luminoth. Wait, even darkness can't hurt them? So yeah, that's our way back to the light world. Thank you. Oh, I see a spider ball track, so that's back in the game. I mean, of course I knew that already, but just so you know, there's spider ball in this game. Oh, I forgot just how early this fight actually is. I hope you know how to handle a warrior Ing from your one experience you've got, because here comes a boss, which is a powered-up warrior Ing. This is the Space Jump Guardian. Powerful metamorph with enhanced jump abilities, able to generate energy, shockwaves, and force fields. This warrior Ing has absorbed the power of the space jump boots, and we saw how they did it. It can leap incredible distances and heights and uses this ability to great effect in battle. Target can generate powerful shockwaves of dark energy and will sheath itself in potent force field to protect itself. It cannot maintain the shield indefinitely. Concentrate weapon fire on it when the shield is down. That would be the smart thing to do, yes. Like now, for instance. Ow. It's a good thing this whole fight's taking place while we're being constantly healed. Yeah, we don't have a weapon of pure light, but we do have a nice full charge beam that's close enough. Ings like to fight. A lot. You might recognize this room as the dark version of the Space Pirate hideout. In fact, check it out. The rooms have different names depending on which world you're at. In the light world, it's just a mining station for the Space Pirates, but here, in the dark world, Judgment Pit. This fight gets more and more annoying as you get closer to the end. Because he jumps more and more and more. That way you can't hit him. It's not the most annoying boss in the game, though. We ain't there yet. This game does actually have a couple of bad bosses. No game is perfect. Not even Metroid. Yeah, this is the earliest you'll get space jump in any Metroid game ever. I mean, you thought we got it early in Metroid Prime 1? Wait, do we ever get it in Prime 3? Is that not with us the whole time? I can't remember. I honestly can't remember. There's that super bright blue tree, except now it's Virtual Boy tree. This is your shortcut back, which you can now accept thanks to the power of space jumps. I love it when these games give you shortcuts to the way back. Such good game design. I love Metroid. I may have mentioned that a few times. Whee! Back to the safe world! At least relatively safe. We know, thank you. Pirates! But will they stay light? Or will they become darklings again? Looks like we were lucky this time. What does Samus actually feel when she absorbs those energy units? Like, does she feel a tingle in her body, or does she feel as if she's just eaten a good meal? Oh, look, free missiles. How did that not? There we go. Does she feel like a rejuvenation, as if she's just been through a nice workout session? Here we go. Here's a scannable part. Blue root tree. Blue! Highly poisonous. It's poison for your eyes, not much else, though. Blue! And we're back here again. And I specifically remember where to go from here, thankfully. Now with Space Jump, we don't actually have to fight any of those worms, which is good, because I don't like the way they die. It's really, really uncomfortable. Aether's planetary energy supply reached a critical stage. If left unchecked, the energy would expire, bringing an end to the world. Our greatest minds devised a way to preserve and regulate the remaining planetary energy. The energy controllers. And that's all, apparently. That's all we need to know. You know, I don't even have that set up. But okay. If the stream quality tanks, it's because you made me start a program that I hadn't started yet. Oh, I gotta update voice mod first. And I have to... Oh, jeez. How did I do this again? I signed in with Twitch, right? Okay, yeah. Yeah. Okay, give me a minute here. Voice changers. Yeah, it's there. Oh. What? Hold on. Okay, I put the hear myself option on. Apparently, it's playing the game audio. I don't know why that is happening. Because I'm looking at... There was an error trying to start audio stream. Please try again later. Yeah, it's busted. Oh! Oh, I think I got it. I think I got it working now. The things I'm willing to do for you. All right. All right. Are we? Okay. I got it on the voice changer microphone now. I hope you're happy. Oh yeah. I just had to make sure that this is... Well, I hope you're ready for 5 minutes of this. I don't even know what a JPL is, but okay. I hate that you're making me do this during a Metroid game. I just want to let you know that, but I will still do it. You chose this path. Samus, thankfully, is blissfully unaware. Got to collect an energy tank while this is on. Oh boy. Yeah, too late for that. You already did the awe.
Yes, welcome to Metroid on Funny Mike. The cool thing about this big crate here is that if you are resourceful, you can just jump right up there. Alright, what do we got back here? Security clearance approved. Door systems online. Through vigilance and strength, we create peace. This is actually the first time anybody has triggered the funny mic. I've had that option for some time now, so yeah. Uh-oh. Here we go again. Oh look, missiles. Okay, we got 25 of them now. I apologize to the YouTube audience for not cutting the part where I was trying to set up the funny mic, but here we go. I hope the payoff is worth it. This sounds like one of those basic home cable channels where it's filmed in some guy's garage with a less than stellar sound system. The stellar objects, as in Hoshimachi Suisei? Stella? I can't read the lore in this voice. What am I doing? Well, I'll make it up to you with a couple of bonus minutes of.
All right, yeah, we're reading the lore in the regular ways. Okay, that's a bridge too far. By the time we detected the stellar object as it streaked toward our world, it was too late to stop it. We fired numerous weapons at it in a vain attempt to alter its trajectory, but nothing worked. Our efforts placed a great strain on the energy controllers and weakened Aether. All we could do as the object drew closer was to take shelter and wait. We gathered stores of food and water, reinforced the shielding on our dwellings, and spent the last hours in peace.
Anyway, back to this. Oh, is that another bridge we can scan for lore purposes? Luminop designated alloy. Oh, I don't think I have enough weapons for that though. Sand gates were moved to the open position. Yes, sand gates are very distinctive. Sand gates rhymes with bran flakes, aka SpongeBob. We're heading deeper into the Space Pirates base. Phazon crate. Handle with caution. You mean blow it up? You're dead. I could have sworn there was a fragile section of the. Oh, that might be in a dark world. Well, this area looks lovely. Structural analysis complete. Crude but efficient device designed to harness wind power. Made by space pirates. And let's scan this too. Structural analysis complete. Well fashioned from wreckage of the space pirate vessel that was shot down by the GFS Tyr. That's right. The beginning of the game coming back in. Although we're still more or less in the beginning of the game. Okay, you know what? It's been 5 minutes.
5 minutes, plus the time I took to read the lore. Wait, that was the deal, right? I'm just making sure that I remember my own. Okay, thank you. And I hope you enjoyed desecrating Metroid Prime 2 for 5 minutes with that. Oh yeah, the audio readout was very red. Spider Ball. Which was actually embedded in Metroid 2, not Metroid Prime 1. As I said, I love making them fly. Turrets! A Vigilance class turret. Fires powerful energy blast. Use rapid movement to cover to avoid damage. Bounty hunter, go fast. We're fine. Hey buddy, you okay? I don't think he's okay. Ow. That didn't hurt me. I was just checking to see if that was a regular space pirate or... I see it's time for food. I saw that on OBS. I did not actually see that in the chat for some reason. Sometimes Twitch just be like that. Scary door. Another door. And telluric alloy. Okay, I saw those last couple messages on the... Oh. Oh, wonderful. The chat playback on OBS has frozen. Luckily, I can still see it on my browser. And on VegetaBot, of course. So we're still okay. Gross tunnel is gross. Space pirates. Just hanging out. Using a portal to Dark Aether. They've actually figured out how it works. I love how there's a danger indicator there. As if we need help. Finding out that there's electric fencing right in front of us. I guess it is helpful. Ah, when you're going really fast like that and being stupid like that. Ow, ow, I suck. Pirates. Pirates. Oh, we got a lot of lore to scan. How did you... Those jukes. That was too good. Dark Aether Transit 424 complete. Radiation levels within tolerances. Dark cannon operating at full power. No signs of instability detected. Cooldown cycle underway. Medical report 07.199.09. Technician 12 relieved after showing systems of Phazon fever, in where he claimed the Phazon as his own and held us at gunpoint until security arrived. That's right, because there's Phazon on Dark Aether as well. Dark Aether. Trans-dimensional duplicate of planet Aether. Cannot determine the origin of Aether's dark twin. Contains high levels of Phazon ore. Native bioforms, attack on sight. Because they're Ings, and that is all they know how to do. Like, the thing about that is, like, can we really call Ings evil if they just straight up don't know how to be good? Obviously we need to get rid of them, but technically they're not evil if all they know is destruction. Like, they legitimately don't have the capacity for compassion or good. Metroid Officer Report 07.203.01. The order to mass breed Metroids is insane. We have no space to store them. Perhaps when Command is sharing a bunk with hungry Metroid infants, they will rethink this unwise order. Ooh, these space pirates have attitude. Log 06.221.7. Phazon extraction raids are underway on Dark Aether. The toxicity of the atmosphere has taken a toll on our workforce, as have the hostile natives of that world. Science team is preparing survival gear to protect our work teams, and we have increased our security presence in extraction areas. Fortunately, High Command is sending more troops and supplies. Our troops and resources are spread dangerously thin, and this mission cannot fail. I assume some of those extra troopers were shot down by the Galactic Federation at the start of the game. I assume that was the mission, because that's where they landed. Sentry Report 07.202.04. I grow weary of standing watch on a wasteland. The accursed Marines are weak and vulnerable. Why do we not attack? They owe us a fate debt for the attack on our supply ship. Instead of settling accounts, we sit around in a sandpit like a group of timid old spinsters. It is time for action. These don't sound like reports. They sound more like angry diary entries. Okay, you call them whatever you want, guys. Log 04.468.1. Science team detected the presence of Phazon in the Dasha system 4 cycles ago. High Command authorized the deployment of our team shortly thereafter. Our orders are to establish a base on planet Aether and evaluate local Phazon resources. Because this world lies on the periphery of Galactic Federation territory, we are following stealth protocols at the highest level. A cadre... I don't know how to pronounce that word. A cadre of elite commandos has been dispatched to provide security for our force as well. This operation is now well underway. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers have just signed 449-pound nose tackle Desmond Watson. Speaking of pirates, how fitting. I'm in a space pirate base when the Buccaneers do that. Log 05.442.1. The Rift Portal has been opened. The artifact weapon, dubbed the Dark Beam by Science Team, provides the energy needed to open the portal, although for a limited time. We've sent expeditions through the portal, and they have returned with incredible news. The portal leads to a parallel version of Aether. This dark Aether has suffered a global calamity, turning it into a toxic wasteland. It is the homeworld of the shadowy creatures who have been raiding our base for the last cycle. Most importantly, it is the prime location of Phazon in this sector. Extraction plans are being prepared. We will not be denied. I might be reading these in the wrong order. Log 04.885.3. Intelligence reports on the indigenous population of Aether are in error. This planet is not at peace, nor are the inhabitants docile. Evidence of a Class 4 conflict is present here, though hostilities are at a minimal level now. Our territory has suffered several raids by a strange type of shadowy creature. These raids have caused considerable damage, and we have requested more combat troops in response. I was gonna say, 449 pounds sounds excessive even for NFL standards. Log 05.008.6. A spatial anomaly has been found within our base. We believe this rift in space-time leads to a parallel dimension of some type, but have been unable to interact with it thus far. Okay, yeah, I'm reading these in the wrong order. A strange artifact was found near the anomaly as well. It may be a weapon or generator of some kind. Perhaps it is the key to accessing the anomaly. High Command is eager for reports on the relic. A new weapon for our arsenal is always welcome. Wait, no, I can't munch in another peppermint yet. We still have more lore to scan here. Security analysis complete. Unable to bypass space pirate security. Portal control access denied. Oh, that's the logbook telling me. That's not space pirate talking to the world. That's probably regular Aether. Planet Aether. Obscure world. Not a rogue world. Obscure world in the Dasha system. Planet is unstable due to transdimensional flux. Warfare has devastated a good portion of the world's population. And finally, extreme climate shifts have left most of Aether uninhabitable. Like what happened to Aegon. Casualty report 07.203.04. Mining Expedition 422 reports 3 dead, 2 injured, and 1 missing in action. Captured bioform transferred to Science Team for study 07.203.01. People see that sighting and say they knew the tush push was coming to town. As long as they don't outlaw it. Metroid Energy Report 07.202.09. Until we recover more Phazon, we rely on Metroids for power. Command has authorized mass breeding of Metroids for this purpose. Oh, there's... going back to that complaint from earlier. Remember, I'm only playing like this because this is exactly how I'm going to play, how I'll be playing Prime 4. Security Report 07.201.04. The Marine vessel has been under attack by indigenous predators for several days. Casualties are high. The Marine force is near elimination. Security Report 07.202.06. Commando Unit 87 has failed to report. Unit was dispatched to recon the swamp, a potential site for a new base. Unit 98 sent to investigate. Hey, you gotta love these wonderful space pirates who label themselves by numbers instead of names. Also, they might be genderless. I don't think I've ever heard a report of a female space pirate. They might be like the Frieza race. Uh-oh. Security alert. All systems and units. Datanet has been compromised. The Hunter has hacked our datanet. All of our secrets are now hers. She cannot be allowed to escape. Terminate her on sight. That was easy. Security alert. All units to battle stations. The Dark Hunter has breached the Metroid production facility. Protect Phazon supply at all costs. Death to the Dark Hunter. Glory to the space pirates. So there's your message that Dark Samus is not in cahoots with the space pirates, or vice versa. Oh, speaking of. Hi. She's a little antisocial. She'll come around. Enjoy. I'm probably almost done anyway. Dark Hunter analysis 07.202.07. Scans of the Dark Hunter have revealed that she grows stronger as she consumes Phazon. Already a class platinum AAA threat level, we shudder to think of her power level if she consumes our entire Phazon supply. Planetary Stability Report 07.203.01. Oh boy, this is gonna be fun. Planetary energy is at critical, creating violent climate changes and tectonic shifts. Unless these conditions can be reversed, global destruction is inevitable. And they didn't have to do a damn thing, did they? Phazon Collection Report 07.202.02. Phazon supply at Site 1 is diminishing. Sites 2 and 3 are supply rated above 90%. Site 4 remains a problem due to high presence of hostile bioforms. But yes, Dark Samus has formed a connection with the Ings, but not the Space Pirates. The Space Pirates are all alone here. Whoa. Humility class. Oh, so they just stole Federation turrets. I mean, they are pirates, so fair enough. That was easy. Pirate skiff. Metroid! Ooh. Metroid subject has several blast wounds from space pirate weaponry on low power settings. They wanted it alive after they were finished with it. Yeah, space pirates were always interested in cultivating Metroids for use as weapons. When they discovered Phazon, they were even more thrilled with the idea. Oh, it's specifically called a Talon Metroid. Space pirates harvest and enslave Metroids for use in their operations. The Talon Metroid will latch onto prey with powerful pincers, then proceed to drain its life energy. This causes the creature to grow in size and mass. The creatures are vulnerable to the chilling effects of dark energy, and can be detached by entering Morph Ball mode and deploying a bomb. I'm looking for another rainbow that's very plausible out there. Don't see one quite yet. At least not an obvious one. It has ingested several pet treats and space pirate rations. Ugh. Oh, they look like they really want to get out of here. Metroid handling protocols 07.202.02. Metroids are not pets. Metroids are not for target practice. Finally, unauthorized feeding of Metroids is still strictly prohibited. The Hunter. Ooh, this is all about me. Log 06.362.2. Samus Aran, the accursed hunter, has arrived. The sudden arrival of the hunter is strange enough, but her actions are stranger still. She does not seek our destruction, but our Phazon. With each raid, she steals Phazon ore, only killing those who attempt to deny her. What she needs it for, we do not know, though science teams suspect she requires it to power her new armor suit. Dark in color, it is equipped with strange new weapons. The troops now call her the Dark Hunter. It is a fitting title. Okay, so they ran into Dark Samus before they ran into me. Which, I mean, it makes sense. But at first, I thought Dark Samus was regular Samus, which is not the case. I think we're right about to hit a save point. It's gonna be dinner time for me too soon, so that's why I'm hankering for a stopping point. Oh, it's not in this room though. Not hardly. Yeah, well, I mean, what did you expect? It's me. Robots love to inconvenience us. Yeah, I'm aware, but there is no thermal visor in this game. Very well, friend. Yeah, those appendages there are space pirate hands. Oh, you want to do boss too? Okay. I'll just pretend the YouTube audience knows what I'm doing. Production report. Metroids 07.201.01. Mass breeding of Metroids underway. We will meet command's quota within a cycle. Storage remains an issue. Recommended expansion of existing facility before a critical Metroid level is reached. Extreme caution recommended. Well, for anybody who happens to be near those boxes, yeah. Maintenance report 07.200.03. Energy containment field generator had failed 3 times. I fear for our safety. We're out of spare parts. One more failure and we're finished. Discipline report 07.198.02. Units 013 and 043 have been placed on low rations after being caught configuring the power storage racks for amusement purposes. Agility training is only to occur in sanctioned training areas. Training report 07.200.08. Science team believes the Metroids can be trained. After several cycles of trying, I believe science team has vapor for brains. I've lost 2 assistants to the wretched little things. Again, these space pirates have attitude. Security report 07.199.07. The Dark Hunter was spotted near the Metroid tanks. She attempted to breach the containment ranks without success, then escaped. Perhaps she is behind the recent Metroid theft. Theft report 07.196.05. 3 Metroids have been stolen. All on-duty units have been questioned. Whereabouts of Metroids unknown, doubling security in Metroid areas until further notice. Termination report 07.195.02. Metroid Unit 318 was put down today after a failed domestication session. Metroid Unit refused commands and terminated one of its handlers before it was subdued. Injury report 07.200.07. Unit 686 released a Metroid for target practice today. The Metroid then assaulted 686. He should be regaining brain functions in a cycle. So, a year. A year's worth of injury trying to domesticate a Metroid. Ugh. E. Was this really necessary? Did we really need a cutscene for this? Uh-oh. Saved. Brilliant. Red. There it is. I knew we were close. Alright, that's going to be our stopping point for the day. Yeah, impressive for you. I will see you again when I see you.
Hope you have a good day. Hope you have a good day. Hope you have a good day. Hope you have a good day.
Not even close. The Scout leaderboard has not been updated in like 2 months. So I guess I should do that. As soon as I stand up and like sit anywhere else. Because this chair is killing me right now. Alright. See you guys soon. Metroid for life.